Hey YouTube, it's Danielle, dacamp84, and it is not time for my video yet, but I just wanted to check in because I'm super excited that my favorite all-time shirt that I've had for years, I don't know if you can see it, it's a Sublime shirt. It's my all-time favorite band, all-time favorite. Fits me again. It doesn't fit the way I want it to. I was a little thinner, well, a lot thinner. It was one of those rare times in my life where I had lost a lot of weight, and then, of course, I gained it right back. But it was before babies, before, everything. I've had the shirt for years. Now, this is a shirt that if anybody were to mess it up, like, it would be worn. Like, I would kill somebody. But I'm such a geek. I'm a Sublime geek. Ugh. But I love them even now, even though, they haven't made music for, like, years, like 15 years almost. Well, not really, like 13, but I love them still, so call me what you will. But I was just really excited it fit. It's still not to the point where I would wear it out yet, because it's a little snug around my boobs. And it's just a little snug still, but I'm going to wear it all day until I have to go out, and then I'm going to change it. But I'm super excited. I've gotten to a couple pair of jeans because I think everybody has those jeans in their closet that they don't fit into, but they don't want to throw them away because they like them, and they could, one day I'm going to fit them. So I got into them. My weight has been doing really well. I've been losing a lot. And I really want to tell you my number, but I'm not going to till Thursday. But I think the reason I've been losing so much is because I've not been eating. So, I mean, duh, if you're not eating, you're going to lose weight, essentially starving yourself. But I'm not trying to. Like, I'm trying to eat every time I can. But, I don't know. But I don't know if it's, my husband seems to think, and now he's not a psychologist, but he seems to think that it's psychological, and I'm just psyching myself out. Because I don't like to lose. I'm a competitive person. I like to do the best I can at whatever, I'm not an overachiever. Maybe. No, I'm not. I just like to do a good job. I don't like for somebody to, see the work that I've done and be like, oh, well, it could have been better, I think everybody kind of wants to do a good job at things. And I just want to know that everything that I've worked for the past 2 years and all the money I've saved and everything I put into this is worth it, because I've seen a lot of people, and I'm not knocking anybody, I'm not, anything, not on here even, just, everywhere, and I know people personally who've gotten it done too, that will lose all their weight and be skinny little things, and then I see people who lose, a tremendous amount of weight, but still don't get small, and I'm not doing this to be vain, I'm not, I want to be healthy, that's first and foremost, but I do want to feel pretty, I want to feel comfortable in my skin. I don't want to be like the fat person in the restaurant, like, oh, why is that person eating, or, I just don't know. I just don't want to be fat anymore. I want to be healthy, and I want to look decent, and I want my kids to be proud that I'm their mother, and I want my husband to be proud that I'm his wife, and, that's what I want. And I've seen people who've lost a lot of weight and then gain it back, and, I know it's something that happens really slowly over time, and they don't mean for it to happen, but I'm so scared of it happening to me. I really am. This is my one time to get it right and to keep it right. And so he might be touching on something there. It might be psychological, but I'm not going to tell him that. There's no way I'm going to tell him, you might be right, baby. No. So I don't think that he is wrong, and he's just crazy. Because that's what I tell him every time he says, you're crazy. But that could be some of it. I don't know if it's normal not wanting to eat. Because I know that, the gremlin or whatever it's called, I'm going to say gremlin, but I know that's not the word for it. That whatever makes you hungry, I know that decreases and you're not really hungry at all. So that could be what I'm going through right now. I'm just scared I'm going to not get my, nutrients and my vitamins, and I'm scared I'm going to get dehydrated. So I'm really trying. But, either way, I think everything's going okay. I'm ready to start working out, though. I have to wait till the 9th of May. That's when my post-op exercises start. And I'm excited because I want to jumpstart everything. I really want to get this going. And I want to start working out as soon as possible and as much as possible to try to cut down on some loose skin. I know that I'm not going to have, I know that I'm not going to have much of a choice. If I get loose skin, I get it. But I know I'm going to get some into my arms because I have huge linebacker shoulders and arms anyway. You know, I'm a very sturdy girl, and I have like bodybuilder arms, so like huge. But I know that I'm gonna get some, you know, down here. But I don't really care. I can handle some loose skin. You know, I have to worry about my butt or my hips sagging because I have chicken legs and no butt whatsoever. So it's just my upper half that's super fat. Yeah, I mean, I'm just on here to try to see, you know, if the way I'm feeling about food right now is normal or if it is me just freaking out and I don't want to turn into like an anorexic. But it's nice not to think about food all the time. It really is, because before, like, and I love to cook, and that's a big problem. Like, I watch Food Network all the time. In my mind, I'm like the greatest chef in the world, and I'm a good cook. You know, everybody asks me, you know, to bring something when we're doing something like, you know, people like to eat my cooking. I love to cook for people. But my problem before was the stuff I made tastes really good, and I want to eat it, you know. So now I just have to know that I can still cook. I can change some of the ways that I cook to make it a little better, but I don't have to eat everything I make. And it's nice to the point now where, because, I mean, I'm not going to lie, before, like, food ruled my world. I wake up in the morning like, what sounds good for breakfast? I think I'm going to have this for lunch, or I can't wait till tonight, you know, and then I'm going to make this. Like, I thought like a true fat girl. Like, it literally, my day revolved around food. It did. I was hungry all the time. And I mean, I don't think there's one person who doesn't love food, but I just have to retrain myself to, I don't know, like, and I ate too big of quantities. I'm not even gonna lie. I was a fat ass. I still am fat, but I mean, it's shameful how much I would eat, like, at one time. And I know now, even though I'm not eating yet, that the quality of the food is a lot more important than the quantity. Like, right now, I would rather have, like, a bite or two of something that is just awesome than a plate of something that's mediocre. And so that's what I'm trying to tell myself. You know, that's what I'm going to try to drill in my head. You know, and I'm a good cook, so there's no reason to go to Taco Bell and get 5 tacos. That's so awful for me to say out loud. But I got it off my chest. And before, I would be like, you know, tacos aren't bad. It's just meat and cheese and lettuce, and they're so small. 5 of them are. 5 is too many. You know, it really, I'm not even going to lie. And I feel awful saying that, but. And then when I make my own tacos, like, I really do make some bomb-ass tacos. But I'm not going to make them for a very long time because I know that's one of my weaknesses. And I'm going to find ways to make them a little better. Like, instead of sour cream, when I do start making them, I'm going to use yogurt. I'm not going to put cheese on it. I'm not going to put ranch on it. I'm just going to put, like, salsa and yogurt. Even though that sounds so gross for a taco, but like Greek yogurt, you know, it doesn't have any flavor. And instead of the meat, I think I'm just going to do like refried beans or refried black beans with like the taco seasoning. And that should be pretty good. And it'll still have the taco taste. Even though right now, like, I can't see myself eating it, but I'm excited because I know I'm not always going to feel like this. It's just like right now that I just don't want anything, but I'm just going to retrain myself because I taught myself how to cook and I can teach myself how to cook more healthy. Like, even though, like, cream and butter, it's a good thing to cook with. It makes stuff taste really good, but it also is very unhealthy. And I don't want my kids, you know, my kids are perfectly, you know, healthy and active, and I don't want them to feel like, because I felt weird in school. Like, when I was growing up, there wasn't a whole lot of fat kids, because at that point, like, we had Nintendo, but we didn't have, like, every game under the sun. You know, not everybody had a computer with internet. Like, some people did, but that's not something you did. Like, you got on the internet at school, but you played outside, like, all day, or rode bikes. And even though I was active, you know, I wasn't a lazy kid. I was always doing something. But I ate a lot. And I think it's, you know, because growing up, you know, my childhood was really effed up. And I'm not going to go into that right now, but that is the reason I believe that I have a lot of trouble, because all I had growing up that I knew was constant and that I knew was always going to be there was my sister, and even that, we got separated a couple times. And I'm not crying, my eye itches. And food. So, you know, I'd be lying if I said that that didn't have something to do with it. And emotions have a lot to do with why anybody's fat, you know? Comfort food is comfort, you know? It really is. And it's a people who don't have that issue don't really know how to, you know, they're probably just like, oh, that's bull, you know? You just find an excuse to eat. But it really is like a root reason. If you put together 100 really overweight people, there's going to be some emotional issues and baggage behind the reason they seek comfort in food, you know? And I mean, it's the truth. So I try to deal with my issues. I'm a big girl now. I've gotten through most of them, but I still love to eat. I love it. Well, right now I don't, but up until now, I love to eat. And I love food. I love, you know, food's the right thing. You need it to live, but you shouldn't live to eat. You should eat to live. And so that's one thing I'm really trying hard to struggle with. I mean, I'm not trying hard to struggle. I'm trying hard not to struggle. That makes much more sense. But I'm going to stop now because I'm just rambling and I'm just talking and I don't need to be on here wasting everybody's time. So I am going to go take care of this sick little baby, and miraculously she's not acting sick anymore. I don't know why that is. But I think she just wanted to spend one more day with mommy before I went back to work, which is fine with me because my oldest wanted to stay home from school today. Like, I'm gone a lot, so this is a lot of time. Like, we've had a lot of family time. Me and my husband usually work different shifts, and you know, I work 40 plus hours. He works 40 plus hours. I work usually in the morning. Sometimes, you know, I work any shift they want me to. I don't have a set schedule. My oldest is in school all day, and then she's home for a couple hours at night. And then, you know, when she gets home, it's homework, bath, food, bed. You know, so I don't get to spend a whole lot of time with them. And in the mornings, it's always really rushed because I'm getting ready for work. I'm getting them ready for school, trying to get breakfast ready, lunch is packed, make sure homework's done. Like, it's very, like, usually we're not this laid back. So the last 2.5 weeks where I have not been a complete, you know, frazzled mess because I have a million things to do, and my husband took a lot of time off to help me. Like, we've been having a lot of family time, and they've loved it. Like, we've gone, you know, someplace almost every single day. And so I feel that's the saddest thing. Even my husband, you know, was like, I wish we could just, you know, we live by the beach, so we are really contemplating just quitting our jobs and being beach bums and like living in a tent on the beach. But of course we wouldn't do that because we're both, you know, have good careers starting, and even though I would love to be a beach bum, that's going to be like 20 years from now when we've established ourselves and we've got some money, and then, you know, instead of living in a tent on the beach, we'll actually have like a beach house, you know, how it goes. But it's really sad that you have to go to work when you have a beautiful beach where you could spend every day. But I think I'll like it better when I'm a little skinnier too. I'm gonna be such a whore. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not, but I'm probably gonna dress like one. Like my husband's already like got some swimsuits and stuff like that. He is such a dirty. Anyway, that's for a different conversation. You guys have a great day, and I'm done. Bye.